All right, Shalom. Start first by giving all praise and glory unto Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Harakak Wadash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of the great millstone who rule well. Greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Shalom unto you. Just a little lesson I want to get into. It's the Brother Shaquat from the Las Vegas camp. Basically, 2 Corinthians chapter 12. The Apostle Ramlab was going into some things about infirmities in this live stream earlier. And, and I was reading this and it kind of just hit me the Spirit moved me to do a lesson on this. Actually, I posted a verse or two in this in this chapter about it, but, so I'm going to start here at 1 Corinthians, the second chapter, and as I read it, I'll explain what the apostle was talking about and how this chapter ties into it. Okay, this is 2 Corinthians chapter 12 at the first verse. It says, "It is not expedient for me, doubtless, to glory. I will come to visions and revelations of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai." All right, so we're going to go to the blue letter because this will reveal everything. Yeah, right there. Right there for 2 Corinthians chapter 12. I'll read it again. "It is not expedient." Let's go into that word expedient. Sumphero, okay? Sumphero, okay? This is G 4851. Sumphero. I'll let him say it. Don't say something totally different.
Strong's G 4851. Sumphero. Sumphero.
Not bad. It says to bear together, contribute, okay, collect, conduce. It says be better for, bring together, be expedient, be good, profitable for. Okay, so things that is not profitable for me to glory, even though I'm doubtless. All right. It says to carry with others, to collect, to contribute. Okay, yeah, we got all those pretty much. Okay, don't want to stop too long here, but the point being, it is doubtless for me to. Let me see. It is not expedient for me, doubtless, to glory. Matter of fact, I'll take out that word. It's not expedient for me to glory. I will come to visions and revelations, even though of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. The men of the Lord are given these visions and dreams, and understanding. Most importantly, the understanding of these things through the Holy Scriptures, through the Word of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, that there's nothing to glory about. Because just like it was given to us, it could be taken away. Okay. He's called many are called, but few are chosen. Okay, I'll just say it that way. So he could easily just take it from us. But the apostle was going into how special some of these men are for all the conditions that they face here in Babylon. In these chains of darkness, brothers have illnesses and infirmities. Have certain obstacles, if you will, that they have to overcome. But still fighting sincerely and diligently in the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. Okay? That is something commendable, But everybody has their measure of balance that's given. Okay? So for some, they go through the conditions and illnesses. Some go through different temptations. Okay? And I'm talking about the elect going through this and overcoming these things. All right, and these are real conditions of the bat. Matter of fact, I got to pull that scripture. I got to pull that scripture. Bear with me one moment. I'll just cut the camera on, basically, thinking about what the apostle was speaking on. I think it's right here, though. I'm thinking about too Yeah, here we go. This isn't the verse. It's funny because that's another topic that's been up is reincarnation. So if you were chosen from the beginning, you're chosen for this. You're of the elect. But do we get the privilege of knowing? No, we don't. Then you look at the condition a brother may be in, and you understand this man, and you can make a judgment or not, but it's not up to us, right? But you see the condition that these men fight through and that they've been through and that they're going through, and they're still fighting sincerely in the name of Yahweh Shem Yahshua. Man, that's something to rejoice about. That should build your faith, okay? So that should build your faith in this thing, all right? Yeah, I'm going to read it anyway. 2 Ezra 14:34 it's actually the other chapter. It says, therefore, if so be that you will subdue your own understanding, and that's the humbling part, okay? Or forget about not basically forget, but, take care of your flesh, but be more concerned about your spiritual health, if you will, okay? How faithful, and the Most High will always, he'll throw more on you, knowing that you can handle it. Look what he did to Job. That's what that's in there for. He continued to pour hell on Job to prove in an experiment, but to prove that Job was faithful and that we should be faithful all the way to the end, no matter what the conditions are. And to see men perform those things from man's eye, we don't know what the Most High, our thoughts are not his thoughts, but that should build your faith to see men push through that. Okay? But everybody has their own conditions of the battle. Okay? There's brothers out there that I've met before that got serious health conditions. And some of them you can catch on camera, some of them you can't. Okay? The point being, as the apostle stated, but the point being, you see these men serving Yahweh Shem Yahshua in all faith, man, for it's impossible to please the Most High without faith. Okay? These brothers show faith, and through their conditions, their faith is shown. All right? But that's the condition of the battle. Let me get to that scripture. It's funny, a reincarnation scripture came up, a bit of topic. I believe it was the 7th chapter, 54, I think it is. 2nd Ezra chapter 56. 57. Yep, 2nd Ezra 7 and 57. Then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle, which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. Okay, let me start up. 56. Wow. Yeah. It's beautiful. Let's just start 56 though. It says, for while we lived and committed iniquity, we consider not that we should begin to suffer for it after death. Okay, yeah, we suffer for the things in the next incarnation, but this is the one we win. Okay, this is the incarnation that we win. All right, this is the one we get the victory over death. Okay, whether you catch mortal death, a physical earthly vessel death, okay, they can't kill you spiritually. They can't kill you spiritually. All right, we're coming up out of this thing spiritually. We were spiritually dead, but we're alive. And part of being alive, a basic truth in this thing is that reincarnation. You can't kill my spirit. It keeps coming back in a different flesh. But this is the one that the elect get the victory over death, get the victory over the enemies in this. Okay, in this incarnation, in this life. So you're going to watch men prove their faith and see their reward because of their faith. All right? So I'm going to read on, then I'm going to jump down so we can hit the next end of the topic. It says, for while we lived and committed iniquity, because some men come in young when they haven't gone out there and tasted, temptation without boundary, if you will. I came to the truth a little bit later in my life. I mean, I wasn't a teenager, where I hadn't done much. I had children when I came into the truth. Okay, so my life was totally different by the time I came into this truth. All right, I had done things just out of ignorance, literally out of ignorance. That and there's some things you're tempted by, I should say, that you just feel like, nah, that's just something I'm just against my spirit. It's just not in my spirit to do certain things. Okay? And wisdom cannot rest in a malicious soul. Reading on, it says, then answered he me and said, this is the condition of the battle which man that is born upon the earth shall fight. Okay? The conditions of these battles, like I said, sometimes brothers are sickly or whatever, but sometimes it's just plagues of the mind. Sometimes you might be a brother that's scattered amongst the other nations. That might be the condition of the battle for you. Okay? I was on a comment board speaking to the brother from Great Waters Camp. Salakia, brother, I don't remember your name off the top of my head. We don't speak enough Salakia on that. Yeah, he was like, imagine telling your family, and I think he's Sicilian. I don't remember exactly which tribe he's from, but he was Sicilian, known as Sicilian in the world. Speaks the word diligently and everything. He was like, imagine telling your so-called white family that you now believe in a black Jesus, a black God, so to speak, a black Messiah. That's going to be so strange, that's a condition of his battle. Those are things that some of us have baby mama drama. That's part of the condition of the battle. Okay? Certain urges, all types of temptations. Some brothers were so talented, they're on the edge of accepting this society. Right before they got called into the truth, they forsook it. But, the temptation, man, everybody has their own conditions, okay? And each one, like brothers was going into on the convo, each one is worth a penny. Okay? But that's the most valuable coin ever, is your salvation. Okay? Because that sets you up with the opposite side of that, of shekels after shekels, blessings after blessings that comes upon you. Okay? In the kingdom of heaven. For the reward of seeing the fall of your enemies and escaping the perils that came before us, and the second death. All right, so let me go back so we can move from there. But to look at this, just to say it, the rest of the verse says, I'm gonna read it from here. It says, it is not expedient for me to glory, doubtless to glory. I will come to visions and revelations of the Lord. Let's see what those words are. Visions and revelations. Visions, okay. Okay. Otasia, okay. Visuality, concretely, an apparition. Now we know in Wisdom of Solomon in the 17th chapter, there's all types of apparitions that come, different visions that come. We know Joel the 2nd chapter. There's they show dreams and see visions. Okay, in these last days, and then having the understanding of these visions. That's the blessing. Okay, having that type of power. I got to pull this scripture. I did have it on my mind before. I believe it is Ecclesiastes, the 1st chapter, the last verse. If I remember right, it says, for in much wisdom is much grief. He that increaseth knowledge increaseth sorrow. That's part of the balance of the conditions of your battle. Okay? So there's nothing to glory. But when we go deeper into this chapter, and I don't want to keep it too long, but when we go deeper into this chapter, you'll see, well, the spirit is the spirit, man, as far as the length of this thing, but the further down in the chapter is going to show you how the Most High, His power is working within you. The amount of faith that was given to you is being shown, and He works His miracles through your faith, okay, through the level of faith that you were given, okay. He fills in your gaps, if you will, okay. If you're of the elect, He gonna fill you into that, make you enough, okay. Well, it's gonna get there anyway. But yeah, the more we increase in this, the more sorrow. Let's go back. So to have these visions, dreams, and basically to these us as the prophets are the seers, and we see these visions, and we understand them, we can interpret them. Because these other people see them, but they don't have understanding, like it says in Isaiah the 6th chapter. All right? Let's go back. Because I want to get to this other word. That's in there. Kai Revelations. Apocalyptus. Lipsis. Apocalypsis. What does that sound like? The apocalypse. Okay? The appearing, the coming, manifestation, the be revealed, revelation. And when you go into the book of Revelation, it's talking specifically about the things that should befall the earth in the last days. Okay? Telling you that this is the last days. When you go into those prophecies in there, it tells you what was going to be going on in the last days. And that's exactly what has gone on and what's continuing to go on in these last days. All right? Because they have World War III in there. They have NATO bombing the America losing in the war. World War III. The First and Second World War as well, and the Third World War. The fight against the angels in heaven, the chariots of the Most High. These things are in there, but when you people of the world see it, you're not going to understand. You're too busy distracted eating the Popeye chicken sandwiches back. Y'all too busy watching LeBron James and the Lakers or whoever the football team of your choice. You have no clue of what's been revealed unto the men of the Lord that we're out there warning you about, that you're going to have to deal with. You know? You watch the show Naked and Afraid? Well, imagine that without the spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, because that's the miracles. Okay? Because of the conditions of the battle. Men that have these physical ailments and injuries and whatever else, somehow they're going to make it to where the Most High has them to make it to. Okay? You never know. He may have a brother that, that has leg problems, climb a mountain. Through faith. You never know what the Most High could possibly do. Okay? And imagine the faith you gotta have, knowing that you can't run for your life because your legs are messed up. So you gotta truly believe the Most High gonna save you out of this situation. And that because of your labors and your works and your faith and belief, you're not gonna catch a missile. Okay? You're not gonna starve to death. Okay? You're going to obtain mercy and earn your salvation. All right? So let's move on to the rest of this chapter because it's a good chapter. I'll try to speed. Come on. My phone won't freeze up all of a sudden. Let's see if I can get it out of here. So it says, okay, yeah, I'll just read through this part. Yep, it's a beautiful part of the chapter. But verse 5, I would let you know to read that between 2 and 5. That's matter of fact, I'm gonna read verse 5. It says, "Of such an one will I glory." This is 2 Corinthians 12 and 5. Of such an one will I glory, yet of myself I will not glory, but in my infirmities. Okay, so do you, as a humble man, do you have time to be like, yeah, I did do that? We don't got time to that because we're watching other men perform miracles already as well. Okay, like wow, that's the power. But we understand that's the power you call Allah Yahweh Shem Yahushua. That's the power of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Giving him direct glory automatically because it could easily go the other way. Okay, so we can't take for granted the benefits that we're doing. We gotta, as he gives, we gotta keep giving also, man. As he increases, we gotta keep striving to increase, striving in humility and faith, and trying to do the right thing. Okay, according to the measure of faith that you were given. Okay, don't live up to another man. Know what you got, but you know where the line is at. The standard has been set up. It's the Holy Scripture, the Spirit of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, revealing the understanding and the answers through the Scriptures. Okay, anyway, verse 2 Corinthians 12:5. As such a one I will glory, yet of myself, talking about a different man. Okay, it says, glory, let someone glory not upon themselves, but let another man glory for you. I think that's in the Apocrypha. I don't remember exactly where. But it says, for such a one will I glory, yet of myself I will not glory, but in my infirmities, my weaknesses. Let me go into that word. I believe it breaks down to weaknesses. It's an important word. Athazania.
Strong's G 7.
Oops.
Strong's G 769. Asthenia.
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 Asthenia. The Strong's information says feebleness, by implication malady, morally, frailty, weakness. Okay, disease. Brothers are dealing with diseases. Okay, some women that are in the faith are dealing with diseases. They're making it through. Okay, certain conditions of their battles. They got to earn it too. Women and children, they got to do. They may not be on the level of what the men of the Lord, the 144,000 and the prophets and those are out there doing. But the 1/3 still gotta go through some fire to get through. They gotta go through a condition of the battle. Okay, and they're gonna see victory also. Okay, the 2/3 are gonna earn their destruction, and earn the indignation of Yahweh Shem Shai, and the 1/3 of the 144,000 gonna earn the mercy of Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay, so in your weaknesses, okay, infirmities, weakness, disease, sickness, biblical use, native weakness or frailty, feebleness of health or sickness. Makes me think of right here, Sirach. Come on now, come on. This thing freezing up on me. Come on. Hold on a second. Bear with me 1 second. This thing tripping. Bear with me one more moment. These phones, these so-called smartphones, they do their thing. All right. Let's go down to Sirach. I believe it's 39. I didn't mean to press that, but let's see. Okay, yeah. Sirach chapter 38 verse 2, for of the Most High cometh healing, and he shall receive honor of the king. Okay, when you do what you're supposed to do for Yahweh Shem Shai, you receive healing. He makes. I was gonna say in that chapter, he makes your weaknesses strong. Okay, your infirmities. All right. So take these in faith. Okay, take these things in faith, man. These conditions. Okay. So we can get out of this. Anyway, so let me read through this real quick. Basically, it says, okay. Verse 5 again, of such a one will I glory, yet of myself I will not glory, but in my infirmities. But that's not to be in that spirit of being, catching hell, like the apostles and the elders talk about. It's not to be in that lowly spirit. We got to be in the cheerful spirit. I need 2 knee surgeries and another back surgery, but guess what? Yahweh Shem Shai is seeing me through. Call halal Yahweh Shem Shai. Okay? Call all Yahweh Shem Shai, man. Because he's making me get by day, getting through the pain, the swelling. And my thing, I have some illnesses, whatever. But the illness that these brothers are going through, man. I know men that got gout, that made bad health choices before they came in, that helped scope and create the conditions of their battle. They did it to themselves. You never know what a man is dealing with. Okay? Health issues, size issues, man. Diabetes can be a real condition for a lot of people. Okay, in this truth that because they ate candy and whatever the case may be, could have been born with it. You know, any of those are conditions of the battle. All right. But we glory not in ourselves. It says, for though I would desire to glory, I shall not be a fool. For I will say the truth, but now I forbear, lest any man should think of me above that which he seeth me to be. I'm going to tell you the truth. I'm not going to boast myself even higher. You know, but if you ask me, I'm going to try to take the low. But if you ask me of the truth, I'm going to tell you really what happened. This is what Yahweh Shimon Shai, you know, made me able to do. You know? You know? It said, lest any man should think of me above that which he seeth me to be, or that he heareth of me. First thing you meet the apostle, they say, hey man, we don't levitate. We're just men trying to earn our salvation. Don't take it out of context. You know? Lay you out there straight off the top. Okay? Which meaning we have our own, we ain't made it. We have our own conditions of the battle of the faith. You know? According to the measure of faith that you were given. Yeah, these men have labored for decades, man. Decades upon decades. Okay? Years upon years. Okay? So us young babes, we can't speak nothing of it. You know, but we all have our conditions, you know, according to the measure of the level of your faith. Anyway, reading on, it says, and lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of revelations. Yeah, there's some brothers, man, that got the breakdowns as the Spirit is dealing with them, men, on whatever topics or whatever actions or whatever breakdowns, or, you know the Spirit is flowing through that man. Okay? All right? It says, there was given me a thorn in the flesh. I still have the conditions of my battle. I still have a thorn in my flesh. I still have a condition to fight with. It's a balance to it still. I have to earn this. You know? It says, the messenger of Satan to buffet me. Yeah, Job, he knew Job was a faithful man, but he beat Job to a pulp. And Job's faith never wavered, as he knew it would. Okay? And that's the level we have to fight and strive to be. We don't have time to be like, man, catching hell. Just, why attract hell to you when you can attract righteousness? Well, what do we know where the comforter is. Let's go spend some time with her. Okay? We know when shit is hard, I ain't got time to talk about it. I'm too busy. I got a comforter. These people ain't going to have no comfort when the shit hits the fan. They're not taking a warning, and their time of comfort should be now to build a cushion around themselves, which we have the cushion in the spirit of Yahweh Shimon Shai. Okay, the angels are encamped around them. Okay, so on and so forth to that nature. You know, the spirit, we have the name, we have all these defenses against the perils that's coming to the world, and that's beginning to happen already. But these people have nothing. Okay? These people have nothing. Like right now, when there's, instead of stacking and building up protection, they running free. They wide open. No protection, wide open. All right? And they gonna catch a bad one. But we're blessed to have the knowledge, wisdom, and understanding to the level of the measure of our faith. I'm gonna keep saying that, because some men are given in abundance, but we don't know what the balance to that abundance that they have to deal with. But that's a beautiful thing, the conditions of their battle, okay? It says, lest I should be exalted above measure through the abundance of revelations, there was given unto me a thorn in the flesh, the messenger of Satan to buffet me. And yeah, some demons fuck with a lot of us, man. Just be fucking with you because they want to just test you and try you. Okay? Part of the condition. Okay, it says, lest I should be exalted above measure. I'm not going to let you speak too highly of me, man. Highly that I'm not worthy of. Okay? If I don't believe, and I don't believe I deserve that praise, man. I got my own side of demons I'm fighting, if you will. Okay? It says, for this thing besought the Lord thrice, that it might depart from me. He tried me that I may, he tempted the Lord Yahushai. Everybody's had their moments, okay? All right? You got to deal with your conditions. It says, and he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Because you acknowledge your offense. Hey, Lord, I don't, my diligence is weak. Okay? Please build it. My faith is low right now. Please, I got some, but please increase it. Okay? Give me what I need to build me up. By Hashem Yahushai. Okay? Baba Kusha. Okay? It says, most gladly, therefore, will I rather glory in my infirmities. Because that's that power when he perfects us in weakness. Okay? That the power of Yahushai may rest upon me. Yahweh Hashem Yahushai has no problem humbling people. No problem humbling people. Okay? Therefore, I take pleasure in infirmities, in reproaches. Because, hey, if nobody loves you, man, like it tells you in Hebrews 12th chapter about chastisement. If you therefore be without chastisement, then you're a bastard and not sons of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, okay? All right? So take joy in that, rather joy in those things. It says, in persecutions, in necessities, in persecutions, in distresses for Yahushai's sake, not just distresses that we pull upon ourselves, distresses that, like, you gotta imagine the some brothers really have to defrost after coming from camp because of the in season and out of season, because of the temperature. Okay, some brothers really that's something they really have to deal with. All right. Okay. It says, in distresses for Yahushai's sake, for when I am weak, then I am strong. Okay. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Okay. But you got to earn it, man. I can't move a mountain. But if I have the faith of a mustard seed, he said he would, I don't have any strength to move nothing. Okay, but in the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai, if he be of his will to reward me with that through my faith of a mustard seed, I can move a mountain. Okay, and I believe that. You got to truly believe that. Okay, we're watching miracles happen daily. These are not just minor occurrences. Okay, these prophecies come to pass at a time that the men of the Lord are out there talking about it in truth and sincerity, breaking it down better than ever. That's a miracle. Okay, that's truly the power and spirit of Yahweh Hashem Yahushai. All right, and something to rejoice in, man, because you're on the inside looking out, man. You could easily be on the outside begging to get in, and ain't no letting you in. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna pretty much close out right there, man. Okay, Lord willing, this was edifying. Okay, we give all praise and glories unto Yahweh, B'Hashem Yahushai, B'Hashem Rokak Wadash, double honor to the apostles and the elders at the great millstone, and greetings, salutations, and blessings unto the elect. Shalom. Keep fighting the fight, man. We almost home. Rejoice in these times, man. This is the end. As bad as it's getting, we know we're getting closer to getting out of here, and the Most High is gonna reveal His power in us. Okay, Lord willing, we're of that number. Okay, Lord willing. Okay, we got, but like the apostle says, somebody got to be those men. Somebody got to. Okay, I don't see. It ain't up to me to see it, but somebody got to be those men. And according to the magnifying glass we look at these scriptures in, and the magnifying glass of how we examine ourselves. Somebody's got to be of that number. All right. Anyway, so Lord willing, this is edifying. To the next video, I say shalom.